remember very well. After blocking, then of course we were also moving on. But after the capture of, the blockage of Katonga, we had a meeting, as I told you, in one of the sports clubs at Masaka. That's where we decided that we should now assault Kampala. Then we were given various tasks.
Such important historical information as this calls for self-preservation for the benefit of more generations to come. This is the reason why over 20 acres of land have been identified near Katonga River banks to establish a national military museum.
When you would hear him talk about the nature of battles that occurred here, he wants this place preserved eternally.
It is an initiative originally overseen by the late General Pecos Kutesa. He is brilliantly remembered for commanding the battle here in the late 1985 under the overall command of General Salim Saleh.
You can never say there is any country which is there without a history of war. So in order to have your history correct, it's very important to document and preserve the history of militaries in that society.
Estimated to cost about 100 billion Uganda shillings. The objective is to share Uganda's liberation history.
We are uniquely one of the few countries who have not yet had a codified one-stop center called the Military Museum. So we are very late, and it is unfair to the future generation, because for the future to know where they are and where they have come from, Military Museum is an imperative.
The Battle of Katonga formed part of the culminations towards 26 January 1986, when the National Resistance Army took over power. For Ugandans not to forget this history, the answer is in this National Military Museum, whose foundation stone was laid on 29th December 2020. Henry Okrut, UBC.
His Excellency Wokne Gebeyehu, the Executive Secretary of the Intergovernmental Authority for Development, IGAD, has called upon IGAD member states to heavily invest in groundwater resources to avert water scarcity in order to enhance peace and security. Now, he revealed this during the second Water Dialogue Forum held in Entebbe. These are the details.
The second IGAD Water Dialogue Forum kicked off in a high gear, with water experts calling for investments in groundwater resources, since it is instrumental in enhancing regional peace and security. The Water Forum was graced by top IGAD officials, Ministry of Water and Environment officials, water experts, among others. The Executive Secretary of IGAD noted that the region is on front lines of climate change, with data forecasts from Climate Center, ICPAC, project that IGAD region is set to heat up twice as fast as the rest of the world over the next 30 years.
The resulting high evaporation rates of the surface water means groundwater will play an increasingly crucial role in supporting our future water needs, ensuring food security and achieving greater equity among our communities, which is highly desirable and most important even for our peace and security issues. It is with some unease I have observed that in this fragile land of our region, it is easier to find a smartphone than it is to find the water source.
Water experts note that the region still faces significant challenges in having adequate data and comprehensive knowledge base of the available groundwater resources in the region.
We note that we need to invest in understanding these resources. Frankly, we don't know how much water we have, underground water we have. We don't. And that's why we are saying we need to invest in that. There is no way you can manage something you don't understand. It would be also talking about putting in place a policy and legal framework that will enable the countries to work together. You can't just work in a haphazard manner. That's why the IGAD member states already developed a regional water policy in 2015, and we are now moving forward to develop a regional water protocol.
Representatives of IGAD member states are calling for the use of modern science to increase efficiency of both surface and groundwater resources.
To ensure that we have closed these gaps in terms of knowledge and in terms of skills, and also encourage countries to also improve on their institutional capacities, because you find like this water data is scattered in a number of institutions, and there are no one institution which has got a focused groundwater sort of capacity.
Later in the afternoon, the Executive Secretary visited the new IGAD home in Uganda, where he handed over certificates of peace and security to participants. Zahara Abigaba, UBC News.
Now, the Ministry of Health is targeting to vaccinate 530,000 people in a one-week mass vaccination campaign in Karamoja sub-region. The program's manager on expanded program on immunization, Dr. Alfred Driwale, addressed DHOs, COWs, RDCs on the mass COVID-19 vaccination campaign in Karamoja. And these are the details.
Officials from the Ministry of Health, led by Dr. Alfred Dual, the program manager of expanded program on immunization, have met district health officers, LC5 chairpersons, chief administrative officers and RDCs of Karamoja sub-region to discuss the COVID-19 and mass vaccination exercise in Karamoja.
That target of vaccinating everybody in Karamoja region in the next 1 week, it requires that we prepare ourselves.
Vaccination teams per village, per parish, per sub-county. The purpose of this strategy is to ensure all people in the country and all people in the Karamoja region are vaccinated.
Health officials explained the magnitude of COVID-19 in the region and the myth locals have about the COVID-19 vaccines.
3,000 cases have been confirmed in the region with about 34 deaths. And that puts that means of every 100 people who are infected, we lose about 2 people.
When you take the vaccine, you will become impotent. I've been explaining on radio myself that I'm a very good example. I took the vaccine and I'm still alive and very strong.
Government is targeting 530,000 people for mass COVID-19 vaccination in Karamoja sub-region.
530,000 people in this region. Now,
leaders explained the challenges health workers in Karamoja sub-region face, including lack of transport means and poor roads.
To ensure that what has been effected on the ground is physically seen in the dashboard. And it's going to be a big challenge because already, as we are talking, not every person that has been vaccinated has been entered in the system.
Challenges we have are that Kabong is a hard to reach area, and it's not easy for the teams, the health teams, to reach some of the communities to do surveillance and to test and to get cases to test.
According to the ministry, Johnson & Johnson will be used in Karamoja to reduce on government expenditure. But those who receive the first dose will be advised on the type of the second jab.
Church of Uganda is to rehabilitate child mothers and victims that suffered domestic violence in the COVID-19 lockdown. Now, this move was revealed at an annual women's convention held at St. Luke Church of Uganda, Ntinda, with the theme Hope Beyond Affliction.
Through preaching, through playing skits, and visiting them from time to time. We are visiting families. We are putting their seminars to help them. to build them up, to bring them back to God, because most of them had lost hope.
Degeneration and decay, it's because we have had what we call the Western influence that has eroded our cultures. Our cultures here have been so much watered down because of the Western culture. Today, you find young people spending much of their time on social media, on watching television, and some of our televisions here. And I want to appeal to the government, especially the minister in charge of communication. Let's guide the media stations. Some media stations,
we have already been sick, we have already been afflicted, we have been, put down by so many things. But my message today is get yourself up. Start another new thing that will move you from the place you're in today. Do not let the children stay home even when they are pregnant. Do not let them not go to school even when they have given birth. No, because tomorrow matters more than today.
We'll now take a short commercial break and return right after these messages. Please stay tuned.
Pay school fees conveniently using MTN Momo. Dial *165 *80#. Enter the student code provided by the school. It will show you the student name and the class plus outstanding balance. Enter the amount you want to pay. Enter PIN. You will get a notification confirming payment. It's simple, secure, and convenient.
Everywhere you go, MTN. For an event as big as the 2021 Africa Cup of Nations, you can't afford to miss out. So where do you go when you want to have a full AFCON 2021 experience? You go where everybody goes. When you're looking for the vibe, you go straight to the source. So if you want to have it all, go all out for the 2021 Africa Cup of Nations with GoTV. Catch all 52 must-watch games live on SuperSport on GoTV. GoTV, love it.
Enjoy convenience today with AIRTEL Money School Pay, FlexiPay, or Bridge Schools. To pay school fees using AIRTEL Money for Bridge Schools, dial *185#. Select option 6, School Fees. Select option 1, Bridge Schools. Enter pupil ID. Enter the amount. Enter the PIN number to complete payment. Pay school fees conveniently using AIRTEL Money. AIRTEL Money. Instant, secure, borderless.
Raising voices.
Like other fathers across Uganda, I'm standing up to say no to violence against children. I commit to give my children a violence-free childhood. As fathers, we can make Uganda safer for our children. I promise to speak out when I see violence.
In this time of COVID, what is your promise to the children of Uganda? Because a violence-free childhood is everyone's right. Raising voices.
Pay school fees conveniently using MTN Momo. Dial *165 *80#. Enter the student code provided by the school. It will show you the student name and the class plus outstanding balance. Enter the amount you want to pay. Enter PIN. You will get a notification confirming payment. It's simple, secure, and convenient.
Everywhere you go, MTN.
Hi Uganda, East Africa, Africa and the world. Welcome to the Bay Laisi auction market where we're selling different items through auction. You can bid for the item you desire right now. Do you see that code on your TV? Load airtime, dial that code, select your preferred item and you are in to the Bay Laisi auction. Now we've been telling you that we have a brand new Bajaj motorbike. What is so special about this bike?
This is the CT125 Bajaj. It is our new bike at the moment, which is taking the market by storm. It has got a gear display. It has a fuel gauge.
No more flipping, no more tilting. You know the fuel that you actually consume.
It also has an electric start and also a kick start. The seat is very comfortable, and not to mention it's also 5 gears, which makes it very economical. This very bike comes with a helmet. It comes with a warranty for 1 year and also comes with 3 labor-free services.
How much have you sold this bike to Beilaisi?
At the moment, this bike has been sold to Beilaisi for 4.8 million shillings.
4.8 million shillings. That is money we paid in cash. Now you can buy this bike at a price that you want. Get to your phone right now. Dial that code. Look for the Bajaj CT 125. Click on it. Pay the bidding fee, which is 10,000 shillings. Now dial the same code again. This one on your screen. Go back to the Bajaj CT 125. Tell us how much you want to pay for this bike. You can say, me, I'm going to buy that bike 500,000 shillings. If you are the highest bidder with your 500K, we shall call you here on UBC. You come with your 500,000, pay it in cash, drive away with your motorbike.
Start the year off with my AIRTEL 4G smartphone. You get to enjoy free 1 GB data valid for a month and 100% bonus data every month for 3 months at only 250,000 Uganda shillings. This includes free data spread over 3 months worth 86,500 Uganda shillings, making the effective price of the 4G phone 163,500 Uganda shillings only. Visit the nearest AIRTEL shop and get one today. AIRTEL, the smartphone network.
All eyes are on Africa. All eyes are on Cameroon. All eyes are on UBC. The drama, the heartbreak, the suspense, tears, joy and celebrations in the biggest sporting event on the continent. In one place, UBC. Call your public broadcaster today and grow your business with us. 0752 265 827 and 0776 611 540. UBC, inspiring Uganda.
Transact and win money after money with AIRTEL Money. 1.5 billion shillings in cash prizes up for grabs. The more you transact, the higher your chances of winning. AIRTEL Money. Instant, secure, borderless.
Welcome back. You're still watching the lunchtime news here on UBC TV Uganda, broadcasting live from Nile Avenue. We now take you to the world of business. Now, AIRTEL Uganda, through its CSR arm, AIRTEL Cares, has partnered with NZ Agric to boost the agribusiness sector of Uganda with timely and relevant information through a smartphone and USSD service. By digitizing agriculture, the initiative will supply communities with information on where to access agriculture inputs, market access, insurance options, marketing and weather information, among others. The build-up of this digital service is centered around the current climatic change effects on agriculture and a recent ban on Uganda's maize by Kenya over aflatoxins.
Before, it used to be very obvious when it's going to rain. It used to be obvious when it's going to be sunshine. But nowadays, weather has changed. So you need some information, you need some professional information. And where else do we get? We get it from professional information from the experts, which is where we got with Easy Agric.
But internet access still poses as a major challenge to most commercial farmers in Uganda today.
Webabeeranga bakozesezza bataddewo enkola eya USSD egenda yamba nnyo abalimi abeeno wansi kuba abasinga balina feature phone.
According to a 2018 annual agriculture survey report by Food Agriculture Organization and the Uganda Bureau of Statistics, the agriculture sector employs over 80% of the rural population and about 64.3% of the urban population, of which more than 50% hold a mobile device.
Remember, the whole service is about providing free content. If you don't have a smartphone, you actually have, you can use a feature phone, and that content is free as well. And then we are not charging ourselves, and even Easy Agric is not charging. So it's free. And then if you have a smartphone, that's when you actually get the content from Easy Agric for free for the first 500 MB.
Technology continues to be instrumental in improving agribusiness in Uganda, seeing increased public and private channels disseminate market-driven information to targeted audiences. Wadulo Makanold, UBC News. And that brings us to the end of our lunchtime bulletin. That's all we had time for, but please do stay tuned for more news in our subsequent bulletins. Today we will be having a normal news edition, both the 7 o'clock and the 8 o'clock, also the 10 o'clock. My name is Wadulo Makanold, and have yourselves a great afternoon.